Mr.Christopher. This is my world, and this is Movie Reviewvie's with Mr.Christopher. That's me. That's me. Happy October. I'm excited to get into this. I'm only going to do scary movies, Halloween movies, for the rest of the month. That's it. Only scary Halloween movies I'm going to be rating for the rest of the month, which excites me because I love horror. So let's get right into it. We're going to have some fun here. I was going to try and wear a costume every episode for the rest of the month too, but we'll just call me a tambourine man today because I got this tambourine here. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleeping, and there is no place I'm going to. Right? So let's get into these movie reviews. We got some horror to get into, people. Let's go. First, we're going to go here to Quarantine. Some would call it a horror. I call it a cheap thrill. I don't like this movie. It's boring. Let's get right into the scalculator here. I did give it a 4. I gave it a 4. That's all it needs. And when I said I was going to make that smaller, look at this. Remember when I said I was going to make this? I kind of fell in love with it. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't need to be small. Maybe one day we'll get there. Either way, Quarantine gets a 4. If I was like a 14-year-old kid or like a scared woman, sure, it might be a little bit scarier and better. But as a me, I'm just like, this is a big eye roll of a movie. Like, this is chop, chop. Chop, chop. Let's roll this movie along. Get it done with because I'm over it. It's not great. I watched it alone. I wish I watched it with my kids because if you watch this type of movie with your kids who are under 14, that would have been fine because it's like they would have been scared. And then as a parent, you're supposed to remind children while you watch any movie, this is fake. This is all make-believe fake actors and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I don't, unless you want to scare your children, I don't recommend Quarantine. It's not a good movie. 4. Next, we're going to go here, now on video cassette. 1974's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Nothing could ever prepare you for the horror of The Texas Chainsaw Massacre of 1974. And I will tell you, this is a fun watch. First of all, I love 70s horror, so it does sit in my heart in a special place. But this movie has one of the funniest, longest chase scenes you'll ever watch. The screaming it's the best screaming you'll ever hear. That's why I chose that cover, is because the eyes of that girl. She's like, probably I would call her the main character other than Leatherface and his family. And she just runs her butt off and screams her eyes out of her skull for like 25 minutes. And it's the best. It just made me laugh. It was too funny. And then the end. Check out this end piece here. Just a beautiful moment, really, with a psychotic man and his chainsaw dancing as the sun goes down. Beautiful stuff. But quick changes here, Mr. Christopher's Movie Reviewvie. We're going to start doing this. I'm going to start leaving the scalculator there. This movie, by the way, got a whopping 5. A whopping 5 is what I gave the 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Give it a shot. It's a fun watch. It's a good watch for Halloween coming up, that's for sure. Now we'll go here to Talk to Me. This movie was genuinely scary and pretty good. I was very surprised by this movie. I very much liked this movie. I thought at first it was a little like, oh my gosh, too much like teenage fun. Or maybe college kid fun. I don't really know how to describe it, but it was too much of that. And then eventually, finally, the demons come. And then they rip their lives apart, as demons do. 7. Giving it a solid 7 on the movie Scalculator. I enjoyed it. I thought it was... The ending was very good, which I was like, that's a tasty ending. That ending tasted good. And, yeah, I would see it. I mean, it's genuinely scary though. Like it actually had, I was like, I jumped several times. I was like, oh gosh. And last but not least, we'll go here to the 1984's Children of the Corn. I've used this cover so you knew exactly which Isaac and Mordecai I was talking about, because there's other Children of the Corn. But this, for me, is the Children of the Corn. I believe if you were going to find it, it would look like this is the actual original cover of the 1984's Children of the Corn. Remember when everybody was pumped on corn a couple years ago because that kid was like, "Corn! I love corn. It's juicy." And then they made the songs like, "Corn! The more you eat, corn. It's juicy and good. Corn!" Something like that because he said a thing. When I think of corn, I think of the band Corn. Ooh, wah! Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Who I'm pretty sure doesn't sing that song at all. So maybe when I think of corn, I think of yellow. I do think of the band, and I think of Dreads because I think the lead singer had dreads. I don't really know any Corn the band songs. I know there's one. I know the name of it, "Freak on a Leash," but I can't think of how it goes. Boom bap ba doom bap ba did it, something like that. Either way, I gave Children of the Corn a solid 6. I need better control of the arrow. I don't know if you could tell, but I give it a solid 6. I enjoy Children of the Corn. It's not scarier by at all scarier than Talk to Me, and it's probably equal to, maybe better than 1974's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But when Halloween's coming, these movies are the movies you should be watching. They're fun, they're nostalgic, and they're just good. So with that said, though, that will be the end of Mr. Christopher's movie reviews, and from here we'll just keep spinning. Just keep spinning, baby. Just keep spinning. Mr. Christopher, you crazy.